All right, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to cover the top 5 exercises for legs. Leg day is really important. So for all you flamingos out there that have this huge upper body, today's the day for you. You need to train legs. Friends don't let friends miss leg day. With that said, let's jump right in. The first exercise is the mother of all exercises, squats. If you're not squatting, you're not going to have big legs. So you need to squat. If you're going to squat for power, basically a set of 5, a set of 3, and a set of 1. Yeah, it's the 5-3-1, but it works. So I've done it for decades. So that's a good start for a base. If you're doing it for athleticism, I would say do a set of 15 and then do a set of 8. Now, remember, for a squat to count, the crease at the hip here has to go below the top of your knee. Not this far below, not this far below, but below. It just has to break the plane. You don't want to bury them down too deep, but you also don't want to cut them off. That is the perfect height, so make sure you're getting your depth. It's really important. When you're starting squatting, form in the start of it is going to be better than the weight you can push. So play around with the grip and the way you hold the bar, play around with where you put your feet, find the spot that's most comfortable for you, and always wear a belt. Next is another staple, it's deadlifts. You got to do your deadlifts. I rotate my deadlifts around. One week I'll do a set of 20 with like 500 pounds. The next week I'll do high deadlifts from like 18 inches for probably a set of 10, but pretty heavy, up around 800 pounds. And the next week, I will pull from the floor, just full go. I'll try to do a heavy triple, and then I'll try to do a heavy single. If you're not doing heavy singles in your training, your muscle's not gonna learn to push for the whole 5 to 7 seconds that most max exercises are at. And that's one thing people kind of neglect in their training, is the fact that when you're doing all these triples and doubles and stuff like that, but you never do the heavy singles, and your reps don't take more than 2 to 3 seconds to do. When you're going out for an all-out max, most maxes take between 5 and 7 seconds. So if you're not training in that time frame as you're doing a rep, you're gonna never reach your true max. The next one is leg press. Now I know people have a tendency to not want to do this or whatever. It is one of the best things you can actually do, especially if you're going to do yoke or any of the strongman events, because you can get up to 1,500 and 2,000 pounds and do sets of 10 to 20 with that. You're going to be able to handle the yoke on one leg all by yourself as you're switching your feet, and it really creates a lot of speed with that. It also develops a lot of leg size and strength, and your hips get ungodly strong from doing it. So don't go too deep. When you go down so far that your butt rounds off the bench, that puts all the weight right on your spine instead of on your hips. You want to keep the weight on your hips. You don't want to go too short either, because then you're not getting any benefit out of it. So be really careful. Go down till your butt starts coming off and then stop right before it comes off. All right, the next one's a weird hybrid that I came up with, and it happens to, you do it with dumbbells, and it's almost like doing a hack squat with the dumbbells, where you got your feet really close together and you're squatting all the way down until the dumbbells hit the ground and you stand back up. You're gonna do that for 10, then you're immediately after gonna go into stiff-legged deadlifts for 10. Now, if you can do that, it's pretty taxing on your circulatory system, 1, and 2, if you can do that without straps, you have a grip, my friend, that will never fail you. And the last exercise to build your legs is drags. Now I know this is going to seem kind of weird, but if you go take a tire, get like a 100-pound truck tire, and put a strap on it and drill it in, and then take a chain and attach it to it with a handle. You take that out and you put like a 200-pound sandbag or a couple 100-pound plates on it, and you start dragging that backwards, you are going to blow your legs up. You have, I mean, it's the pump you're going to get from it's unreal, but it also teaches you to move your legs when you don't want to move your legs, when they're tired, and you just got to keep driving them. Start with 20-meter pulls and eventually work your way into 30-meter pulls. I'll go up and do that with a 300-pound sandbag on top of a 100-pound tire. and that tire just grips the street. So the first pull and the last pull are just awful, but it is unbelievable for your legs. Okay, that's gonna wrap it up for the top 5 exercises that'll build your legs. If you like this video, make sure you leave a like and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. And as always, train hard, train smart, and be the best you can be.